Hello dear students, this is Professor Anindya Dash from Achievers. A student studying science in India always rears a subtle dream of becoming an IITian. If somehow he or she doesn't manage to make inroads into the IIT campus in his or her graduation level, then there is always a second chance. Yes, my friends, a second chance. If you can secure a very good rank in IIT-JAM, then my dear students, you will be bestowed with the opportunity to pursue your post-graduation from an IIT and thereby fulfill your dream of becoming an IITian. Team Achievers is here to bridge the gap between your dream of becoming an IITian and reality. That's why I am here, my students. So in this video, I'll explain you how you can crack your IIT-JAM examination and how can you pursue your dream of becoming an IITian. So, at first, we need to know what is IIT-JAM examination all about. Actually, if you look into this page, then you'll see that IIT-JAM examination is basically a joint admission test for MSc. It's an MSc entrance examination. But mind it, my students, it is the most premier MSc entrance examination that is carried out in India. So it's a joint admission test for MSc. It is one of the most prestigious all India level online entrance examination that is conducted by IITs every year on a rotational basis. This year, IIT Delhi is going to prepare your question paper. Next year, it will be another IIT that will be preparing your question paper. That's why the question paper is constructed by IITs in a rotational basis. Okay. And it is conducted to provide admission to candidates in MSc at IITs that we already know. If you secure a rank in JAM, you have a good chance of becoming an IITian, of pursuing your MSc from IIT. Besides IIT, there are several other institutes like NITs, IISERs, from where you can pursue your post-graduation. And there are several other integrated PhD courses. That means, what is an integrated PhD course? What is an integrated PhD course? Integrated PhD course is MSc plus PhD. It's a combined MSc plus PhD course, and that can be done at IISc Bangalore, JNCSR Bangalore, NISER Bhubaneswar. And the admission is carried out through this particular exam, IIT-JAM. So IIT-JAM is a centrally carried out exam, and it takes admission into IITs, to NITs, to IISERs for your post-graduation, and for your integrated PhD courses, you can take admission to IISc Bangalore, JNCSR Bangalore, and NISER Bhubaneswar through the same IIT-JAM MSc entrance examination. Okay. So let's move on to the next page. What is the seat matrix? How many seats are there? What is the seat distribution? That is needed to be known before you attempt your examination. You see, if you secure a rank below 300, if you secure a rank below 300, then you have a very good chance of getting into the most reputed IITs. What are those reputed IITs? IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Guwahati. And the other most premier institute where you can pursue your integrated MSc and PhD degree is IISc Bangalore. That also comes under this first category of rank below 300. So IISc Bangalore is also included in this particular list. Okay. Next, for newer IITs, what are the newer IITs? The newer IITs are Bhubaneswar, Roorkee, IIT Dhanbad. It was previously known as ISM Dhanbad Indian School of Mines. Now it is under IIT. So it is under the jurisdiction of IIT. BHU, Banaras Hindu University. Now it is again under the jurisdiction of IIT. IIT Hyderabad, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Indore, IIT Ropar, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Patna, IIT Mandi, IIT Vilai. So these are the newer IITs. You can get admission into newer IITs if you secure a rank within 700. Okay. So if you somehow manage to secure a rank below 700, there is every chance that you will become an IITian and you will pursue your MSc or your post-graduation from an IIT. Also, another premier institute is included in this list, that is IISc Bangalore, from where you can pursue your integrated PhD degree. That means you will pursue your MSc, then your PhD. Okay. So, for these premier institutes, you just need to have a rank below 700. And if you can secure a rank below 300, then there is every chance of getting into the most premier or reputed IITs. Okay. These are already enlisted over here. What are the other institutes? As I've already said, the other institutes are like IISER, NITs, JNCSR, NISER. So at first, let us look into the IISERs. For getting into IISERs, you need to have a rank below 1200. This is very important. You need to have a rank below 1200. And what are the IISERs? Those are there in India. IISER Kolkata, IISER Pune, IISER Mohali, IISER Bhopal, IISER Thiruvananthapuram, IISER Tirupati, IISER Berhampur. So these are the IISERs where you can pursue your post-graduation provided you secure a rank in IIT-JAM below 1200. Okay, is it clear to you all? So these are the IISERs. The priority of IISERs comes just after IITs. If you somehow miss the IITs, if you somehow can't score a rank below 700, then you can get into IISERs. IISERs are also very good institutes. Its priority comes just after the IITs. Okay, so these are the IISERs. Next we are talking about the NITs. NITs, JNCSR and NISER. For getting into NIT's, JNCSR or NISR, you need to have a rank at least below 1600. So even if you miss the IITs, even if you miss the IISers, yet you have chance of pursuing your MSc from a premier institute like NITs, JNCSR, NISR. Here also, the admission is carried out through your IIT-JAM examination, and for that purpose, you need to have a rank at least below 1600. Okay. So you can see there are several NITs. There are several NITs enlisted over here. In West Bengal, you have Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur. This was BESU. Previously it was BESU. Now it comes under the jurisdiction of NITs. And in West Bengal, you have another NIT. It is located at Durgapur. So you have two NITs located in West Bengal, one at Durgapur, another at Shibpur. Shibpur BESU is now under the jurisdiction of NITs. Previously it was BESU, now it is an NIT institute. Okay, and there are several other NITs, one at Jalandhar, Jaipur, Bhopal, Agartala, Calicut, Sotala, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Jamshedpur, Manipur, Rourkela, Silchar, Srinagar, Tiruchirappalli, Warangal, Nagpur. There are several NITs. Everything is listed over here. And the JNCSR is located at Bangalore and NISR is located at Bhubaneswar. So these are the institutes where you can get your admission for MSc provided you secure a rank below 1600 in IIT-JAM examination. Okay. And I have discussed the seat matrix in details. Okay. Is it clear to all? Next. What is the eligibility criteria for appearing in IIT-JAM examination? What is the eligibility criteria for appearing in IIT-JAM examination? For the current IIT-JAM examination, that is 2025, the eligibility criteria are as follows. The first one is, in order to fulfill the IIT-JAM 2025 eligibility criteria, candidates should hold a bachelor's degree. You should hold a bachelor's degree. You should hold a bachelor's degree. Should hold a bachelor's degree. This is the first criteria. Second, candidates who had appeared or will appear for their graduation exams in 2025 are also eligible to apply provided they submit the proof by September 2025 tentatively. That means either you have passed your undergraduate examination, your BSc examination, or you are going to appear for your BSc examination in 2025 itself. You are eligible to sit for your IIT-JAM examination. Okay. So this is the second criteria. And the third criteria is for admission process, candidates who pass the IIT-JAM 2025 exam will be eligible to appear for admission process. That is quite obvious. If you pass, then only you will be eligible to appear for your admission process, your counselings. You will be eligible to sit for those counselings once you have passed your IIT-JAM examination. That is quite evident. Now, previously, in till 2021, the eligibility criteria was a bit stringent. it was a bit stringent. Now it has been relaxed. Until 2021, the eligibility criteria for IIT-JAM stated that the candidate should secure a minimum of 55% aggregate. In general category, a candidate must have 55% aggregate. For the general students and for the reserve students, it's 50%. So this was the criteria until 2021. Until 2021. But now it has been relaxed, and there is no bar of any marks. There is no bar of any marks or any percentage. Anybody who passes the undergraduate examination is eligible to get admission through IIT-JAM. But previously there was a barrier of marks. At least 55% for the general candidates and 50% for the scheduled candidates or the reserved candidates. Okay. But this bar has been removed. This barrier has been removed, and now any student who passes the undergraduate examination is eligible to get admission through IIT-JAM. Okay. Now, we must look into the current syllabus of IIT-JAM. The syllabus of IIT-JAM has changed, and the current syllabus and the weightage is furnished over here. The current syllabus and the weightage with respect to topics is furnished over here in details. At first we are talking about inorganic and analytical chemistry. In inorganic and analytical chemistry we have these topics: periodic table, extraction of metals, chemical bonding and shapes of molecules, main group elements S and P blocks, transition metal elements D block, bioinorganic chemistry, instrumental methods of analysis, and analytical chemistry. You have these topics. And what is the marks distribution? You see, the transition metals, that is D block, is of most importance. It is of highest importance. It is of highest importance. Okay. Because 6 marks out of 100 will come from transition metals D blocks. It includes the coordination chemistry. It includes the coordination chemistry. The organelle diagram and everything. It includes everything. So 6 marks is going to come from that particular topic. It includes everything. The inorganic spectroscopy portion, the magnetochemistry portion, the organelle diagrams, the coordination chemistry, everything is included over here. So that particular chapter is of highest importance. Okay. Then chemical bonding and shapes of molecules. From this particular topic, you'll see 6 marks is coming. So 12 marks out of 100 is going to come from these 2 chapters. From these 2 chapters. From these 2 chapters. Next, from periodic table you'll see 4 marks coming. From extraction of metals you'll see 4 marks coming. From main group elements S and P blocks you'll see 4 marks coming. From bioinorganic chemistry, you'll have just 2 marks. From instrumental methods and analysis, you'll have just 2 marks. And from analytical chemistry, you'll have 2 marks. But your main focus, your primary focus, should be on this transition metals chemistry, D blocks, that includes the coordination chemistry and everything, and chemical bondings and shapes of molecules. These 2 are of utter importance in context to your IIT-JAM examination. Now let's move on to physical chemistry. Let's see. In physical chemistry also you'll have a number of topics. The first topic is atomic and molecular structure. Atomic and molecular structure. It is a part of general chemistry. It is either included in your inorganic chemistry or in your physical chemistry. So atomic and molecular structure. This atomic and molecular structure basically includes the quantum part, quantum mechanics part. It includes the quantum mechanics part. The quantum mechanics part is certainly included into your atomic and molecular structure. So this is a part of chemistry which is actually a general chemistry. It comes under the jurisdiction of both inorganic and physical chemistry. Here we have listed it under the class of physical chemistry because it includes the quantum mechanics part also. So this is very important. Quantum mechanics part. Then you have gaseous state, liquid state, solid state, chemical thermodynamics, chemical and phase equilibrium, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, adsorption, spectroscopy. Now you see, these 2 topics, liquid state and spectroscopy, previously these 2 topics were not included in your IIT-JAM syllabus, but now these are included. These are included. Okay. So you must be acquainted with the updated syllabus. Otherwise, it would not be possible for you to crack this hard nut. Okay. Now, let's analyze these particular topics in context to the marks. So, the most important topic in physical chemistry is chemical thermodynamics. 6 marks will be coming from chemical thermodynamics. 6 marks will be coming from chemical thermodynamics. And what chemical thermodynamics include? It includes first law of thermodynamics. It includes second law of thermodynamics. It includes third law of thermodynamics, which comes under the jurisdiction of statistical mechanics. It includes open system thermodynamics. It includes chemical equilibrium. It includes phase equilibrium. It includes colligative properties. Okay. It includes the ionics, means Debye-Uchel limiting law and all, thermodynamics of electrolytic solution. So all these chapters, all these topics is included under chemical thermodynamics. Okay. The next most important topic is electrochemistry and chemical kinetics. Chemical and phase equilibrium is included over here. So basically if you look into the distribution, you see chemical and phase equilibrium, which comes under the jurisdiction of chemical thermodynamics itself. So chemical thermodynamics and chemical and phase equilibrium, these two topics together, that means the entire thermodynamics together will have 11 marks. The entire thermodynamics together will have 11 marks. So 11 marks out of 100 means more than 10% of marks is going to come from thermodynamics. So from here, you can say that thermodynamics is one of the most important topics that has to be done before you appear for your IIT-JAM entrance examination. Because 11 marks, more than 10% of marks is going to come from here. Similarly, in inorganic chemistry, you found that bonding chapter and transition metals, D block elements chapter, including coordination chemistry, is of utter importance because 12 marks is going to come from there. So you can't exclude these chapters. This has to be borne in your mind before you are sitting into your IIT-JAM examination hall. Okay. Now you see, electrochemistry and chemical kinetics, these are very important. Electrochemistry includes conductance, cell, ionic equilibrium. And chemical kinetics, the entire chemical kinetics, the chemical kinetics 1 and the theoretical chemical kinetics, which includes the theories of reaction rates like transition state theory, collision theory and all, Lindemann mechanism and all, that is included in your chemical kinetics. So the entire chemical kinetics is also very important because 5 marks is going to come from there. So these are the most important chapters: thermodynamics, 11 marks, chemical kinetics 5 marks, electrochemistry 5 marks, so 21 marks from here. More than 20% of your marks of the entire question paper is going to come from these chapters. So these are very important chapters in context to your IIT-JAM examination 2025. Next, other important chapters are like atomic and molecular structure, including quantum mechanics, spectroscopy, it's very important. Which spectroscopy to study? Rotational, IR and Raman. These 3 spectroscopies are very important in context to your IIT-JAM examination. Also, some questions may come from NMR. In context to physical chemistry, I am saying. Okay. Then adsorption. Adsorption, it is heterogeneous catalysis. Homogeneous catalysis is already included within chemical kinetics. It is heterogeneous catalysis. And the less important topics are gaseous state, liquid state and solid state. From there you will just get 6 marks. From the entire states of matter chapter, you will just get 6 marks. Okay. So I've understood the priority list. So I understood the priority list. Now let's move on to the organic portion. The organic portion is basically squeezed. It's basically squeezed a bit. It's basically squeezed a bit under current IIT-JAM 2025 syllabus. The organic chapters are squeezed a bit. Basic concepts in organic chemistry, GOC, general organic chemistry, and stereochemistry. This is the most important portion because it has got 11 marks. And organic reaction mechanism and synthetic applications, all the mechanisms, electrosynthesis, everything, it is also very important because it holds 10 marks. It holds 10 marks. And qualitative, from qualitative organic analysis, you will have 5 marks. And from natural products, you will have 5 marks. So what is the weightage? Let's check out. Let's check out. At first, let's get into the inorganic portion. How many marks is coming from the inorganic portion? 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 4, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. 24 plus 6, 30. So you see, 30 marks is going to come from inorganic chemistry. How many marks is going to come from physical chemistry? 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 6, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, 21 plus 5, 26, 26 plus 5, 31, 31 plus 4, 35, 35 plus 4, 39. So you see, from inorganic chemistry you'll have 30 marks, from physical chemistry you'll have 39 marks, and how many marks from inorganic chemistry? 31. 21 plus 10, 31. From organic chemistry you'll have 31 marks. So you see, this physical chemistry portion has got a higher weightage in comparison to inorganic and organic portions, but there is not much difference. So one can say that from this weightage distribution, one can say that all the three portions are almost equally important. You just can't emphasize on a particular portion. You just can't emphasize on a particular portion to crack your IIT-JAM examination. That is not possible. In order to crack your IIT-JAM examination, at first you have to count the priority list. You have to count the priority list. In inorganic chemistry, you can't miss the D block elements and coordination chemistry. Neither you can miss that chemical bonding portion as well, because these two will contribute 12 marks. That is very important. In physical chemistry, you all know that we can't miss the thermodynamics portion, because thermodynamics portion itself holds 11 marks. You can't miss chemical kinetics. You can't miss electrochemistry, because that too will contribute 10 marks. Okay. In organic chemistry, you can't miss stereochemistry, can't miss GOC, can't miss reaction mechanism, can't miss retrosynthetic approach, because that too will contribute 21 marks. So you have to understand the priorities. You have to understand the priorities. Don't just emphasize on a particular subject. Emphasize on the prior topics. Emphasize on the prior topics if you want to make inroads into your IIT campus by cracking your IIT-JAM examination. That is very important. That is very important. Okay. Now let's talk about the question paper. I think you are acquainted with the question paper. Still, I'm just explaining it once again. The entire question paper is of 100 marks. It is divided into 3 parts: section A, section B, section C. In section B you have MCQ, in section A you have MCQ, in section B you have MSQ, and in section C you have NAT. Single options correct, that multiple choice questions are there in section A. MSQ, multiple select questions, is there in section B, where more than one options can be correct or one option is correct. Don't forget, MSQ is not just more than one option is correct. There can be questions in MSQ where just one option is correct. That can also be there. And that is numerical questions, where your answer will be a number. Okay. So how many MCQ questions will be there? From question number 1 to question number 30. Now there is a break point. Question number 1 to 10, it's +1 for correct answer and -1/3 for every wrong answer. Okay. And question number 11 to question number 30, you have 2 marks for every correct answer and -2/3 for every wrong answer. Okay. Here it is explained. This is the circular given by IIT-JAM. Each MCQ question has 4 choices, out of which 1 is correct answer. Question number 1 to 30 belongs to this section and carry a total of 50 marks. Question number 1 to 10 carry 1 mark, and question number 11 to 30 carry 2 marks each. And there is negative marking only in the MCQ portion. For each wrong answer, 1/3 is the negative marks that will be attracted. If the marks is 1, then the negative marking is -1/3. If the marks is 2, then 1/3 of 2 is -2/3. So you will attract -2/3. Okay, done. MCQ is done. Now what about MSQ? In MSQ you have question number 31 to question number 40. There are 10 MSQ, each carrying 2 marks. No negative marking. Here no negative marking is there. And in NAT portion, you have question number 41 to question number 50, 1 marks, and question number 51 to question number 60, 2 marks. Here also there is no negative marking. No negative marking. So you can see from this particular section, you have got 10 MCQ each of 1 mark, so 10 marks, and 20 MCQs of 2 marks, so 40 marks. So 50 marks is coming from MCQ portion. 10 MSQs each of 2 marks, so 20 marks is coming from MSQ portion. Now 10 NAT questions each of 1 mark, so 10 marks, and 10 NAT questions each of 2 marks, so 20 marks, so 30 marks from the NAT portion. But Students, be very careful. From our previous experience, we can say that this MSQ portion is the rate determining step. It is the RDS. It basically controls the rank because MSQ portions are very confusing. You have to be conceptually absolute. Okay, for getting all the answers correct in MSQ. You have to be conceptually conspicuous for getting all the answers correct in MSQ portion. Okay. So this is very important. This is very important. Now students will discuss what are the benefits of studying MSc from an IIT. What are the benefits? Firstly, of recognition and reputation. We all know that the IITs are the most premier institutes in India. So if you want to pursue MSc from India, then you have no other chance better than IITs. So it is of highest reputation. Next, academic excellence. In IITs, you have got world-class faculties. You have got world-class faculties. You have got rigorous academic curriculum. You have got premier research facilities. You will receive top-notch education. So you have the academic excellence. You'll have the edge over the other students who are not coming from IITs. So IITians will always have an edge over the non-IITians. Next, prestige and recognition. If you pursue your MSc from IIT, that will be your recognition, your lifetime recognition. That will be immensely prestigious for you, and that will be your lifetime recognition, my students. Extensive resources and infrastructure. The well-equipped laboratories, the libraries, the computing facilities, and other resources. If you are an IITian, you will be enjoying these resources. Okay. Interdisciplinary exposure. You see, IIT programs often encourage interdisciplinary learning, allowing students to gain knowledge and skills across different domains. This broadens their perspective and enhances their problem-solving abilities. In modern days, the interdisciplinary topics, biophysical chemistry, biophysics, these are of utter importance in context to research, in context to development of the lifestyle of mankind. This is of utter importance. So you will be able to make inroads into this interdisciplinary domain if you are pursuing your MSc from an IIT. So these are the edges you will be having over some non-IITians. Talking about the other benefits, Talking about the other benefits, you see, you'll have good industry collaborations and internships. That if you belong to an IIT, you have good networking opportunities. This is very important, good networking opportunities. Actually, the letters of recommendations or contacts your advisor in IIT will provide actually gives you a good chance to pursue research work at abroad, assuming you have a good CGPA. So you'll get good recommendations if you're an IITian. Okay, that is the difference. That is the difference. There is ample scholarships and funding in IITs. And you have better career prospects. So these are the benefits you'll have over a non-IITian if you pursue your IIT, MSc from an IIT. Okay. Now, what is the statistical success ratio? What is the statistical success ratio? How many students appear for IIT-JAM in chemistry? 15,000 students appear for IIT-JAM in chemistry. Out of those 15,000 students, only less than 5% are able to make into the IIT campus. Over 15,000 students try their luck every year by taking IIT-JAM Chemistry Examination. And only less than 5% are able to make into the IIT campus. Because they need to have a rank below 700. And another 5% who settle for other reputed institutes like NITs, IISERs, NISARD, JNCSR and all. So only 10% candidates taste the success in IIT-JAM examination in chemistry. Only 10%. Only 10%. So what goes wrong with these 90% students? What goes wrong with these 90% students? Let's check out. See, what goes wrong with these 90% students? You can identify them before you sit for your IIT examination. Don't lament after doing the mistake. You have to know what mistakes you may pose before committing those mistakes in the examination hall or in your preparation process. Okay, so let's check out. The first is the students are bewildered with the way the syllabus is organized, taught and tested in colleges, since that is not of much help when it comes to IIT-JAM examination. In colleges, you are tested in terms of subjective examination, but in IIT-JAM, you need to prepare yourselves for objective examinations. So there is a huge difference. The mode of preparation for IIT-JAM is absolutely different with respect to the preparation for your university examinations, for your semester examinations. So this is the first thing. Students think that, okay, we'll prepare for my semester and in due course, I'll also get myself prepared for the IIT-JAM. No, that is not okay. That is not okay. You'll be knowing the concepts, but you will not be acquainted with the sort of questions asked in the examination. That is very important. That is very important. Most of the students start off with a spark, with a lot of enthusiasm, rambunctious. They're rambunctious, enthusiastic, flamboyant at the early stage. But what happens gradually? What happens? The enthusiasm takes an exponential decay. The enthusiasm will take exponential decay. Why? Because they make study schedules and timetables to plan the preparation well to start with. But it generally happens that after some time, they turn lenient towards their daily planned study schedule. That happens. Why? Because they are not under pressure. Because they are not under pressure. You should be under pressure of a well-structured test series. If you are not under the pressure of a structured test series from a premier institution, then obviously the mode of your preparation will turn lenient. You will get reluctant. Because if you are under the guidance of a premier institute, then that institute will take regular examinations. They will have a structured test series schedule, and you have to be abided by that schedule. In that course, you will be under due pressure, and that will actually kick you for making your preparations so that you can score good marks in those mock examinations. So, in order to have your preparation in a continued fashion, right from the beginning to the end, you must be under the guidance of a premier institute, which will be taking tests at a periodic interval, so that you will be under adequate pressure, and that will pump up your level of preparation. Okay, that is very important. The pressure of huge syllabus coaxes the students to mug up the concepts and formulate blankly without understanding the logic behind them. There is a pressure of huge syllabus, and that piles up gradually. Why? Because you see, your university curriculum is following a semester pattern, and as you gradually move through your BSc curriculum, you'll start forgetting the stuffs you have learned in your previous semesters. And again, if you are not under any structured schedule, you'll start forgetting them. And thereby, you will lag in behind. Okay. So this is very important. Next, when it comes to IIT preparation, it is usually observed that most of the student pays lesser importance to his or her weaker portions in comparison to their strengths. That is quite evident. As I've already told you, that don't make your preparation with respect to the subject, but you should go for the topics. Your priority should be with respect to the priority order or the weightage of the topics, not with respect to the subject. Suppose you are very strong in organic chemistry, so eventually you will neglect physical chemistry. You will neglect thermodynamics, and in thermodynamics you have 11 marks. You'll neglect chemical kinetics, you have 5 marks. You'll neglect electrochemistry, you have got 5 marks. So you'll eventually lose 21 marks. Because you are very good in organic chemistry, okay, very good. In organic chemistry only you'll get 30 marks or 31 marks. So that is not sufficient to crack IIT-JAM examination. That's what students do. If somebody is very strong in physical chemistry, he or she just goes on learning physical chemistry day and night. One who is strong in inorganic chemistry does the same thing. Same thing is for organic chemistry. So the preparation doesn't become up to the mark, and thereby the students lose the chance. Okay? Now you have to forget the mistakes and you have to learn from the lessons. What lessons do we gather? You must develop a proper, well-organized study plan and a lot of practice and revision. But you yourself cannot do that. You must be under the guidance of a premier institute who will prepare the study plan for you, who will prepare the test series schedule for you. Okay? So you must be under this strict vigilance. Next, don't memorize the concepts blankly, but understand the logic behind them. Because in IIT-JAM examination, you will be asked objective type questions. You will not be asked to deduce a theory, nor be asked to write a mechanism, a huge mechanism. Not that. But you have to keep in mind the concepts, the logics, the key facts. That is important. We'll show how to keep those things in mind. What is the process? We'll explain it to you. Next, you must understand the importance of having a balanced preparation in all the 4 subjects: inorganic, analytical, physical, and organic. That means, again I am saying, you must go in a topic-wise priority manner rather than in subject-wise priority manner. Okay? So this contributes a lot to your score and puts you way ahead in comparison to your competitors. Next, that is very important, you must take very good care of your health. And last of all, students, I want to share a very important thing to you. What if you feel demotivated? This is my personal feeling. If you truly reared the dream of becoming an IITian in your mind, then you write down all the possible answers for why do you want to be in an IIT. Keep that paper safe with you. And whenever you feel demotivated, take that sheet out and read it aloud. Okay, you do this. You now know again that why you started and realize the importance of achieving your goal. That is important. Because as achievers, we always believe that it's not over until you win. So we'll end our discussions over here with some important dates. See, these are the important dates. Your IIT-JAM registration will start from 3rd September. The last date of registration is 30th December. Your admit card will be likely available by January 2025. Your exam is on 2nd February 2025. and your result will be declared on 19th March 2025. So these are the important dates, and your counseling will start 2 to 3 months after the declaration of results. Okay. I mean, by May, June, your counseling will start. So that's all, students. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.